Each year, more than 6,000 children and youth in Niagara are supported by a range of services offered at the Niagara Children's Center.
There are two aspects to the campaign. First is public awareness. So we want the community to know about the services that we can provide to children and families in Niagara who have delays, whether it's in their speech or their physical development. It's also a fundraising campaign. So along with letting people know, it's also letting people know about our needs and how we would love to be able to support more children and families with more funding.
The campaign runs throughout the month of May and is critical to services the center provides to families in Niagara.
There are services and programs that we operate that are operated entirely on fundraising. So we do get funding from government, but it's not enough. So we've made a really strong commitment that we want to serve more children and offer more services that those families need. So we raise funds for those. So if we don't have the funds, we can't offer those programs. So we have wait lists for our services. So we are able to hire more physios, more speech pathologists, more occupational therapists with those funds. But some of our other programs are entirely run through fundraising. So our recreation therapy program, which is so important for kids as they start to get older, our behavioral consultation service, and again, supports for families. Because while we support children, we have to support the entire family. So many of our social work programs, parent support programs are entirely fundraise run.
The programs at the center are aimed at helping each child reach their own unique potential.
Well, it's really been a facility that has changed our lives. Daniel started going there when he was 18 months old for speech and language therapy. And when he was 3, he was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And so it was a facility that we really relied on to get the therapy and services that he needed to ready him to go to school and to be able to just thrive in everyday life. So I'm very grateful that we had that close to home. That's incredibly important.
Regional counselor and proud father Matt Sisko knows firsthand what the center can do for a child.
My second oldest son came to us when he was 2.5 years old. All of my kids are adopted, and when he came to us at 2.5, he had one word in his vocabulary, ball. We don't think he actually knew what it meant, but he also didn't have any core strength. He wasn't able to hold himself up on a slide, and so we spoke to some friends. They suggested the Children's Center. We spoke to his doctor, made a referral. And I always like to say, it blows my mind now, 10 years later. Kanan is 12, he speaks 2 languages fluently, he plays hockey, he plays football, so occupational therapy and the speech and language training that he got there, it's opened up so many doors. It's allowed him to actually reach what his potential may be, and we wouldn't have had that option. So when Dawn came to me a few years after all that had happened, and said, listen, there's a board opportunity, I kind of jumped at the chance, and I try to tell people, I have a lot of things on the go, but if I was going to give my time to an organization, it would have to be this one because of what they've given us.
Well, I think one of the greatest things about the center is it's not just for children, it's for the entire family unit. So there's lots of programs and services available for parents as well, education programs, and lots of just mentorship and help along the way, and navigation. I think that's one of the things that can be really overwhelming for parents is how do I navigate this? What is the next step I need to take to help my child be successful? So I'm really grateful to the center and the staff there that they were able to support me as well as a parent in addition to Daniel.